Good morning, universe. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Well, how you doing? You doing well? I hope so. It's for glorious Easter Sunday. Ooh. Something happened apparently back in the magical times when wizards existed. So that's exciting. Today we're going to be playing some more old school Dungeons and Dragons, so that'll be fun. Working our way through Morgansfort. So excitement, be excited. Ooh, so exciting. So in Morgansfort, there's two main dungeons, right? There is the dungeon that we did before, which is the abandoned, whatchamacallit? The island, the abandoned fort on the island. I think that's just what we call it. Really exciting name. Really invigorating. The Oldie Island Fortress, that's what it's called. Oh, I've not activated my, I'm sat here all dull and lifeless. How awful. Let me remedy that. Let's click the connect button. I'm back. I'm alive. Don't worry. I'm not just a dead, fleshy mound of slime. I promise. Though I could be, if that's what you liked. Now, one thing I've not checked is how they find out about the Nameless Dungeon. And I did the XP and stuff, and no one was even close to leveling up. There was no leveling up on the horizon. So the Nameless Dungeon. From a GM information, the Nameless Dungeon is about a day's march from Morgansfort on the old road. You'll have to come up with some reason for your players to travel north. Perhaps they're going to a new town, a few days march up the road to sell off some gems and jewelry found in the old island fortress. They shouldn't be in too much of a hurry, though. The action begins after the characters make camp beside the road in a wooded area. On the first watch, goblins attack. Okay. Okay. So if we look at the map, let's take a gander at this here map. So why would I push my players up north for no good reason? Particularly when they've turned around and gone, look, there's a bank in town. So, and there's a lord, and you could probably just give him anything and be like, tell them all that I gave you money. Where's the world map? I don't know. Well, it isn't here, so that's interesting. Did I go and find for myself? That's awfully adventurous of me. I certainly did. Oh, there you go. 1 second. Let me get my little bag of tricks. Now let's get this cup of tea out of the way. It's got a tea bag in it right now, so I should probably take that tea bag out and cast it away into the pit. Let me do that. I missed. Uh-oh. Tea spilling onto my floor. Disgusting. So, I also printed out new characters, and I added two baggage holders at the bottom, right? So They can come in and be quick replacements for characters, but they stay outside of the dungeons for the most part. Maybe new character sheets, because how industrious am I? I know, praise me. That one didn't fit without me moving lots of stuff. There we go. I'm sure this must be in here. I'm just not able to see it. The old fort. So they don't actually bother having the dungeon on here at all. So that's hilarious. Okay. Decisions were made. Let's get out the out. Let's get out the thingamajigs. Maybe I should even like tell Freds that I'm streaming. Maybe that's a thing I should do. Yeah, let's give it a try. Let's say hello to the world. Yeah, it's something that one should probably do. Oh, and I wonder how many, if anyone's seen the little short video I did the other day. Anyone seen that? Let's go to YouTube. Always exciting having a little look, seeing if anyone's seen anything that you've done. Switch account on. Oh, good, and I'm muted. So, for some reason, when Firefox logged my position, my entry location into YouTube, it logged the Guru's Wabi Sabi Lullaby, which I'm fine with. I like the song. Let me just take a copy of that. And then let's put that in. Oh, 5 out of 10 followers apparently. Oh, we're slowly getting there. Streaming. Oh, so excited. Working through Morgansfort module. Let's see. There we go. Just in case. Just so people can know. Oh, look. Hackos Bells has another video out as well. Maybe I should just become a reaction content for Hollow Live material. That would be really, really lame. No, that Slime Forts video really didn't do very well, did it? Really didn't do very well. 4 views. 4 views. It's really weird, right? So that's only got 4 views. Whereas faffing, Slime Fort's your first TTRPG. Whereas faffing about with Whitebox OD&D 117. Weird. I don't get the YouTubes. I don't get it at all. Live plays. Oh yeah, I was sat here going, why is there? It was just for PBTA one, and I was like, oh, of course that's the last one I did, because I quit early and unlisted it because I wasn't feeling it, so I got rid of that the other day. Why was I in here again? Oh, I was going to post a link. Too late. I've already posted one from Twitch, so that can be the link. That's the link. You've got the Twitch link. Twitch link is deployed. So, okay, cool. Talespire. So again, we're going to be playing around using predominantly Talespire, which is. Let's see if it's fair. No, it's not linked up. Oh yes, it is. There we go. Result. We're using Talespire. And am I going to be using Foundry? Maybe. Let's have a look. No, you normally need to remember what my... yeah, there we go. That's the one. There we go. There we go. Stick a password in. I only ever put a password in because I'm not even paranoid. I just stuck it in. And the only thing it really stops is my players accidentally logging in and being like, what on earth is all this stuff? And me being like, that's for thrilling, fun, and exciting back end of Foundry. That's what that is. So back endy. Let's see my kind of upcoming plans. I played some of a PBTA game later on that night with my friend, and it went pretty well. What did they do? It's how well it went. I can't remember anything. I think this is the one with And that's the other problem that I had yesterday. I was really sniffly, and I'm still sniffly today. I don't know why. Don't know why at all. But yeah, Easter Sundays. Right there. Ooh, the sounds. All combat noises. Ooh, how exciting. All atmosphere. Atmosphere dreary. Atmosphere heroic. Ooh, heroic atmosphere. Hope and memories ambient. There you go. I like a bit of hope and memories ambient, eh? No? Yes? I presume so. Don't we all love a bit of ambient? Let's hope that it's ambient enough. Yeah, cool. Top bananas. Toppest of the bananas. So that's going to be the setup. I should probably get out, all the other bits, right? So we don't need the cards, because the cards are for a different system. So they could go over here. I don't need these pens. These can go somewhere else. They can go over here. All the arts and crafts. Because I got rid of it. Yesterday I got some bits and pieces delivered. Look. Oh. Got me a wee archer. So that's nice. Battle mech. And I got me an urban mech. Ooh, urban mech. Daka. So I got me an urban mech. Because I didn't have one, which is a bit weird. I got a locust. Well, I tend to feel that this locust is a bit big. Scale-wise. Come back here. Alright, because locust is a 15-tonner. Not 15, a 20-tonner. And the archer is, 65? So there... Yeah, I kind of feel that the archer should be, significantly bigger than it. But anyway. It is what it is. Now, putting those together for building a mercenary lance. An exciting mercenary lance. To do some BattleTech in. I got a bill for I backed mercenaries, BattleTech mercenaries the other day, and yeah, I got the VAT bill for it, and it was big. The VAT and shipping bill. The shipping bill for the amount of stuff I ordered was fine. The VAT was was not fine. Yeah, that was a thing. It was big. So yeah, that was an event. What do we need? We need the character reference sheet. We need the equipment sheet. We need a monster tracker. One thing that I find interesting about basic fantasy, clearly, when they went to AD&D, they decided to increase the amount of experience points you got from killing monsters. Right? That was clearly a decision that was made at some point, and it's just funny, right? Seeing a level 1 monster give 100 XP, right? It's weird. Because of course in BX a level 1 monster gives you 10 XP, I think it is. So this is for tracking time. This is for tracking beasties that we've injured and killed. This of course is for tracking loot. And this is for telling us everything we need to know about our player characters. So we added Brennick and Fret in at the end, towards the end of the last playthrough, whenever it was we last played Morgansfort, and they replaced our previous front 2 fighters. And yeah, we've also added Tarwin and Blackhat at the end. So Brennick and Fret are fighters. Cassandra is a thief. Katuku is a cleric. Kalala is a cleric. Lushiku is a magic user. Nadala is a magic user. And Kalena is a magic user. Tarwin is a cleric. And Blackhat is a thief. But they are currently baggage holders, not fighters. So they're currently null from a party perspective. So, oh my word, I think we have gone on a month, right? So we're going to say we're probably going to take a week to recuperate. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Moon Day. So we're going to head to the... So we're going to be heading to the town of Friar Nook. Right. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be traveling north, I suppose. I think it's north. Where's the map? Come to me, map. Not that way. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, north. Towards Slateholme, I suppose. Slateholme's about 24 miles away. We're not going to Friar's Nook. We're going to Slateholme. There you go. That's preparation for you. That's some proper dedication to the cause is what that is. Sometimes I end up leaning far too far over this way, and you can't hear me. Heading to where was it? Slatebrook? Fiddlesticks. Slateholme. That was it. Let's check again. Anyway, yeah, I hope everyone's having a good time. Hope you're having a good day. Sunday the greatest. You know, the core day of rest. Where did I put that stupid map? There are character sheets. There's the calendar. There's the old map. There's Morgansfort. And there's thingy, right? So it is Slateholme. Bad memory. Slateholme. So there's kind of an interesting thing about Dragonlance, right? Which is they kind of presume a teleported party some of the time into it, which is kind of funny. So I always think that maybe it'd be fun to teleport one of the established parties across into it. That'd be an event. But until then, we will not worry about it. Yeah. Let's take a gander. I should probably add a page in here for in fact, what I should probably do is more important. Well, it's not important at all. It's just faff. I should probably go into simple calendar, edit the settings. Quick calendar. STMUEAFR. Oh, right. So this is already using the right calendar. So what we actually need is readying the third. Set current date. And start the clock running. And we probably want to move it forward by hours. There we go. And this is supposed to happen towards the end of the day, right? So we've travelled for a day. Let's have a quick look. Come along, come along, come along. Nameless dungeon. Yeah. So we make camp by the road in a wooded area. And we kind of sit there and we don't need this up on the screen anymore. And I've not used these in a while, so let's draw one. So, right. These are kind of fun. But who are we going to ask to who? So we're only going to worry about the top 8 characters. So, Brennick asks 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kalala. So I asked Kalala, do you believe more in fate or free will? Now, Kalala is a cleric, so I think that there'll be a I believe in fate. You know, our actions are guided by the forces of law and chaos in the endless conflict between the powers that be, and so of course the answer is fate. We all have our destiny to play in that. So we've learned something new about Kalala, which we should probably note down somewhere, or else we will. Let's put it at the start of God's Day, right? Kalala believes more in fate than free will. We haven't often had a chance to use these with this group, but I do think I originally started using these cards with this group. So if you do run games, I think this is quite cool to have. There's lots of them, as you can tell by the size of the box, and they're like normal card size, so there's lots of them. And they've all got like a little kind of question or a thing that can happen. So to explore your past, present, companions, dreams, world, and hypotheticals, right? So we can add some interesting bits and pieces. They also come with an X card. So if you've never encountered an X card in a bunch of safety tools in role playing, and X cards are probably my favourite because everything else is kind of prediction. So people talk a lot about lines and veils, where the idea is what are your lines, what are your veils. So like, if you really hated coffee, right, and it made you feel sick and whatever, right, you could have coffee as a line, so never mention coffee. Or you could go, well, maybe you could have it as a veil, so you could call it like bean juice, or the potent stuff, but you couldn't directly call it coffee. Whereas if it was a line, you wouldn't be able to mention it at all. So you go through, and normally you'd have a list of all these things that you could line and veil. Lots of stuff that just wouldn't happen in any game that I ran, unless it was like so I've got these 2 running ideas for adventures, right, or campaign settings. One of which is super queers versus the patriarchy. Which would be, the characters are all queer in some way, or queer adjacent, and they would be not a superhero team, because of course the superhero teams tend to be operatives of the status quo, right? They believe in the founding myths of the various societies, so it's like the Avengers very much prop up the true American way kind of thing, right? And the X-Men are kind of like, even though they can be analogous with various bits and pieces, they also are kind of like often used as a paramilitary strike squad. That goes out and makes sure that whilst, you know, we can protest, we can't protest too hard, that kind of thing, right? And most of the villains are made a bit ridiculous, so despite the fact that the plot of the villains often have a point, they also seem to be hell-bent on doing something outrageous. I think there was an example of in the one with Captain America. Was it Captain America's buddy, or is it? I don't know. Right. There's one of them, the TV show, where kind of like when the snap happens. So I've not watched any of this. I've only consumed this via side entries because I'm not not really very interested in traditional superheroes anymore. But particularly not the Avengers or DC. But because I mean DC's the obvious example of people kind of holding up the establishment with Superman and Batman, right? But after the snap, kind of like people from the global south move into nicer places in the global north, and when everyone comes back, then you know all the people from the global south gets shafted yet again, kind of situation. And you know, you're like, that's a pretty good idea, pretty sound, right? You know, I can get behind why you might be, you know, resisting that, and then they blow up like some dude. And you're like, for no particularly good reason, like no intellectually consistent reason to their cause, just so that they could go, no, really, they are the bad guys, right? These people who just don't want to live in squalor are actually the evil ones because, hey, capitalism is good. Hashtag. I'm drinking tea, by the way. That's kind of one of the reasons why I've completely forgot what I was doing. Yes, I remember what I'm doing. Let's ramp it up. We need to stop for that bit of music. Let's find something. Something like that. Wilds. No synths. Everyone wants synths. That one, that's got synths. There it is. Right. Talespire. So the party camps for the night, and as they're there camping, you know, being, oh, isn't it a lovely day? I should probably have made one of these which is green and leafy, but hey, we are where we are now, right? We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. What we probably do need is some trees. Yeah, we're outside after all. Trees. Lots of trees. Give us trees. We want trees. We want trees. We want lots of trees. On this concrete floor. Trees. And we want what's the other thing we want, folks? What else do we want? We want trees, and we want a tent. Yeah. Probably more like this lean-to. Probably could cut a few lean-tos. There you go. And we want a campfire, of course. Campfire. Well, this one's got an entire fish in it. That's a shark in a campfire. I don't think we have a shark in a campfire. They probably do have that, right? Exciting music. Goblins. Now, oh right, I need to be in a monster section for the goblins, don't I? Goblins. Goblin these nuts a bit. Goblins. Hello, goblins. So also high, low. Have I got the wee little thingy? I do. There it is. Okay, right. Let's move you to the side. There we go. So high, low, high. They've got some archers. Low, they don't. Low, they don't have any archers. So that's good. That's a good start. Now, Let's turn the building mode off. Oh yeah, we've got Hobbo. We've got our mate. Our hobgoblin. No, our gnoll chum. So we should probably give the gnoll an opportunity to go its own way. I've not got my tables with me. It's annoying. 1 second. Let me go get my tables because I need my tables. That's what I need. I need tables. We've got the tables. Oh, yes, we do. There we go. I'm sure that'll be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. There we go. All set up. All good. Cool. Goblins so far have been pretty easy to kill, but I ain't going to take any chances. So we've got 10 players on the board. We'll have 5 goblins. Do. Right. Go back there a bit. Right. Goblins. We've got some goblins. We've got some fighters. We've got our hobgoblin. Yeah, we need the we need that saving throw. But I don't have my saving throw table. 12, probably. No, 14, probably. Save versus spells for a fighter. 17. Okay, so we've got at some point during the last week, the hobgoblin has succeeded in leaving. How did you end up there? That's impressive. Come back down here. Thank you. Right, so we have, what do we got? We've got wizard, make that disappear. We've got a cleric, fighter, thief, fire. Right, we're gonna roll for surprise. No one's surprised. So we've managed to get woken up before the fight has started and quietly got on our gear as the fight begins. So who goes first? Let's see. 4-2. Party gets to go first. So party's not going to move. Goblins are going to move. So they can move into the melee. Like so. Are we on? There's a fire in my way, so he's not going to get into the fight this turn. Just turn him the right way around. Okay, so as a bit of a, this one will move after they've moved and get into there. Like so. So we let them go first. Actually, I reckon Thief is going to try and go stealthy, right? And I mean, it's night, it's dark. I reckon 80% chance of success. Yeah, 68. Okay. So they've gone. Is there a little thingy for it? Status? No. No. Oh wow, the torches work. That's cool. But they're currently invis, right? They've probably snuck off into the shadows over here and come back around. So I'd say that's probably what's happening. Right. Players get to attack first because they're thingied. So first off, I've got 2 longsword +1s. Longsword +1. Longsword +1. Right. Okay. So they need 7s to hit Armor class 9. These goblins are... Let's take a gander. Level 1, giant ants, flies, beasties. Goblins. When encounters rolled on the first level, use these goblins. So, first things first, with all that exciting music out of the way, we need to go. We've got goblins. How many goblins? We've got goblins. We got 5 of them. Goblins do 1d6 damage. They do 6 armor class. They do... we've got 1 hit dice. And they start at 10. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So one thing to bear in... Oh, I've done that. So again, one thing to bear in mind with this book is that it's got all the tracks in it, and you can just get it for free off of the Basic Fantasy website, right? So you can just go to the Basic Fantasy website, get a copy of a book, and play. And you can get a copy of a system. So it's like the other day, someone was going, what's a good system to start with? Well, Basic Fantasy is pretty good, right? If you want to play a retro clone, particularly if you want to play a AD&D retro clone. So we're kind of half-arsing it by using OSE and this, but hey, you know, it's what we do. I prefer OSE, there's less faffing about, but still. Uh-oh. It's not what I wanted to do. It's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do that at all. I want to do... What I should get at some point is like something heavy to keep these pages open when I need to. But back to Talespire. Donk. See, I should be really quick at getting into these fights, but, you know, there's a lot of faffing about what I'm doing. I'm a faffing about kind of slime. So we start off down the line. I've not seen my favourite D20 in a while. There it is. Oh, I have found my favourite D20. Right, so, who we got first? Who's first in the line? Oh, this one. Brennick. So Brennick needs a 7. No, he doesn't need a 7, but a 6 doesn't do it either. So Brennick's missed. Kalala needs a... Kalala needs a 12 or above. Kalala hits, does a D6 plus 1. 4 hit points. So we'll just go down here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So skunk. This one's already dead. Get out of here. Get out of town. Get out of town. Right, next. Katuku needs... Katuku needs a 13 or more to hit. And hits. They do D6 minus 1. 3 points of damage. So if we go to the next one's got 6 hit points. If we just mark it on here, see if we haven't died immediately. We got 3 out of 6. Right. Next one. We've got Fret. So she needs a 9. No, she needs a 10. I don't know why I read that as a 9. She needs a 10. She gets it. She does D6 plus 3 damage. We don't want that dice. 6, 9. That's dead. Kills it outright. This one, backstab. So on a 4 to 6, they get a backstab off. 3, they don't get. I've not managed to do that once. Right, that's their moves. No one else can move. And then this one can attack. So to hit Katuku. Armor class of 4. So they need a... they need a 14 or above. 4. They don't hit. Good dice. We like you. Best dice. So, first round. Right. Who goes first? Party? Party will probably move this time. So... probably something a bit like that. And we'll roll for morale. 6. So the beastie's morale is holding. But again, I don't think that they're in kind of a bad position to run away. So if they ran away, everyone would get a free attack on them. So they're not very pleased about this entire situation. But they haven't broken, so we'll let them stick around. And we'll do the same thing again, right? Did I roll for who went first? Yeah, I think I did. Players went first, right? Yeah. This one. So, Katuku needs a number. That's not the number I need. Brennick needs a number. That's not the number they need. This dice has gone downhill. And Kalala. Yeah, that's also not the number. 3 4s in a row. That's actually quite impressive. Fret 15. So Fret hits and does 6 points of damage, which is the highest any of these guys have as hit points. So this one's dead. Donk. These two both get to attack. So Goblin Warrior on Kalala. Kalala has got an armor class of 2. So it doesn't get anything. This one's going to attack. This one's going to attack probably Brennick. No, it was attacking Katuku before, so it'll probably attack Katuku again. So, and Katuku's got armor 12. Does 12 get through? No, it doesn't. Almost a cigar. Next round. Oh, monsters go first. How's their morale going? Still fine. So they're going to attack. Miss. Good. And the battle continues. Katuku. I think that's a miss. It is. That's a miss. Yeah. And... oh, Kalala, you beast, you absolute beast. Kalala gets 3. So that's a 2, right? If we go, this one's probably got 4 hit points to start off with. So 2 and 4. So that's a fight. That's a fight. Everyone else missed, right? Sugar. I should have probably moved. There's a movement round, so these two will come back around, right? Did they all miss? Yeah, they did. They all missed, right? They missed. Kalala hit. Fret is going to give it a go. Fret hits. It can't survive. Bye-bye. You're gone. But this one's still alive. So let's... though they would panic. So they're enraged. They're frenzied. They're kind of trying desperately to like a trapped goblin in a bag. It's not going to go very well for them to the point where it almost feels like overkill. Stop it. They're dead. Who goes first? Party? Yeah. Okay. Miss. Hit. 6 points of damage. Yeah, dead. Okay, so now let's just mark off that we've removed 5 of these goblins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Off of my little book. 5 goblins deed. I should also, on my monster tracking sheet, we should put in a demarcation line between dungeon segments, right? So cool, that's done. Fight was successful. So we can. Oh, we're not at war anymore. Not at war anymore. What are we now? Themes. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Never sorry. Do. Oh, Freds. Peoples. Sure. Do. What am I doing? You're not in combat anymore. Atmosphere. Rustic. Always a lot of tunes in Rustic. How about Solitude? Now, we should probably go forward a day, because day's gone by. We're now on the 4th. And we were attacked by goblins. So, in fact, one of the bonuses, if we're going to Foundry, is with this, we could go, add note. 4th of readying. Party attacked by goblins on the north road to Shale Slate Home. Note doesn't repeat. Note category. Fortunately, it only has holidays, so I'll have to add some more stuff. Party attacked by 5 goblins. Where did they come from? Well, I'm sure as we search for bodies, we'll find out. So, the goblins will flee. Oh, that's funny, right? Where I've always enjoyed, there's always a conflict. I wouldn't say conflict. There's a never-ending discussion within the GM community that I see, which is, do you fudge rolls or don't you? And in here, we hadn't noticed it. The goblins will flee. Roll a morale check, but ignore the result before it is too late to do so. If characters give chase after 2 or 3 rounds of pursuit, one of the PCs, probably the lead PC, falls on the ground as the ground gives way, proceeding to the first numbered encounter area. If they do not give chase but retire back to their camp, then on the last watch of the night, another force of goblins, 50% larger, will fail again. Will attack again. They'll fail. This is what happens when you don't read the entire introduction text, isn't it? After turn 18, only goblin scouts will be seen. Between turns 4 and 18, the party must enter a dungeon. Goblin war parties may be encountered. After turn 18, only goblin scouts will be seen. Okay, so. Okay, so we did that wrong. But we can presume, okay, now that we are... oh, I'm too big. I was off the side constantly. But it's still a bit too big. There we go. I saw a different slime model on what's it called? Booth? Yeah, I saw a different slime model on Booth, and I thought that might be good. But I have seen someone using it before because, ironically, there's a BattleTech content creator that's really good fun, but they've got a wee red slime with a like a hair coming out. I can't remember what it's called. A hog? No. That's something entirely different. What's the hair called? Probably shouldn't do that whilst thingy's on. What's it called? Hair. Anime hair that sticks up. Yeah, it is Ahoge. Ahoge, not the other thing. That one. There we go. So, as per the book, or as ordained, and as a the referee, what we do. So, if they do not give chase, they come back later between turns 4. Again, they will fail the morale check. Will described above will hopefully occur. So, what we're supposed to do basically is entrance 10 by 10 landing stairs ascend to the north and descend south. Let's double check this. Sometimes, right, the goblins will flee before it is too late to check. Yada. If a player characters give chase, there are 2 or 3 rounds of pursuit. One of the PCs, probably the lead PC, unless they're lightweight, falls as the ground gives away and proceeds to the first numbered encounter area. Right. And the first numbered encounter area is here. Dungeon level 1. Entrance 10 by 10 landing, stairs ascending. And I've not printed out the map. I should probably print out the map, shouldn't I? The maps for this are pretty cool. Big maps. Big old maps. Where's my copy of Morgansfort on the computer? Later on today I'm doing some... I think I'm doing some... what's it called? Not what's it called. I think I'm doing Traveller. Is what I'm thinking about doing. Pages 64 and 65. Print. Pages 64 to 65. And I've got a game with real living people. No, not 67 to 65. 64 to 65. Yeah, there we go. Print. Did I tell it to print double-sided, or have I just printed 2 single-sided sheets? Why is that button flashing? There we go. Good printer. Good printer's behaving. That's what we like to see. We like to see a behaving printer. Oopsie daisy. It's okay. Everyone should follow my threads anyway. And all the cool people that I follow. I did accidentally print 2 single-sided copies. That's vaguely irritating. But hey ho, we'll live. We'll get by. Maybe we could sellotape them together. Right. Where are we? Let's go to camo. Ooh. Sumi Melly's got their schedule up. Ooh, Monday. Honkai Star Rail. See, Honkai Star Rail, there's a game that I was hoping it would be more like Honshin Impact. But then it had turn-based combat, and I was like, I don't want to do that. That ain't fun. No one likes turn-based combat, says the person doing tabletop role-playing games. This be the map. So one is there. That's a weird entry point. Here's one. Bring you over here a little bit. Here's number one. So there's 4. So we can presume that we've come down here. And then there's 3 routes down, right? Now, whoosh, here we go. Where's the rubber gone? I was playing with it only a moment ago, so it's got to be somewhere in hand's reach. Come, there you are. See? I saw a joke once, recently, which is how to make something disappear, right? Put it in your hand, right? Turn around and pay attention to something else, and then it's gone. That's how I feel about literally everything in life. Let's rub this out. Oh, I tell you something cool that I got, but I haven't shown anyone. Well, I kind of showed it off, but I didn't really entirely. I'll talk about it when I'm finished. I think I might wrap up soon. I feel like, again, so one of the things that I tend to find is that I at least have to come in and do the process of starting and doing the stream, even if I'm not feeling it entirely, because otherwise I just won't do it. All right, I'll just stop, and then it'll be 3 months time before I start again, and I'll be like, that was a waste of time and money and effort and energy and everything else. So let's not do that. And we're not in the old island fort anymore. We're in the unknown dungeon. Something else I find kind of funny is that the way these are written, I kind of feel like they assume that you do the dungeon in one fell swoop. And I'm like, well, not really. I mean, you take a lot of damage and you don't have much in the way of health. And so you're gonna fall back quite a lot, I feel. I think it's funny just how traditional this dungeon is, right? And I like, there's multiple paths through this dungeon that we could take, and they'd all be kind of interesting, right? And I think it's interesting how, for all intents and purposes, these two are the same path, right? So one comes around this way, one comes around that way. And if you're ever doing this properly, which I haven't ever really done it properly, right? Because a torch's radius is only 30 foot, right? And you can see slightly a little bit further than that, but really you can only see 30 foot. So, and each one of these squares is 10 foot, right? So if you start thinking, okay, right, so square's 10 foot, the thingy's 30 foot, you'd have to describe this like very incrementally as you went, right? Which I feel gets a bit stressful, especially when you think about like just how stressful it is being in a space like a dungeon would be. If you've ever been to like an old castle and like the corridors are super narrow and it's super, super dark, right? And if you rub yourself up against the walls, it hurts, right? Because they're stone. And it's damp, and it's, you know, everything echoes, and it's very strange. It's a very strange space. And then you think about what a dungeon, you know, an actual dungeon, which is, that's a castle in the modern time, right, when you're safe and you've probably got a guide, and it's still very oppressive. And if you think about how oppressive, like, you know, the fantasy dungeon must be, right, super dark, super close in. Yeah, it's got to be pretty intense, and constantly tiring. So that's one of the reasons why characters actually only move 90 foot a turn. So what's that? Something like 30 meters, right? So you're moving only 30 meters a turn, and a turn is 10 minutes, right? As you explore a dungeon, which is also why I think it's funny when it says stuff like, oh, if you're of course you're checking for traps. You're moving 90 foot every 10 minutes. You're checking everything. That's why you move at 90 foot every 10 minutes. So I always find there's a bit of a cognitive dissonance or a disconnect in even old module writing, where they've kind of forgotten that everyone's moving at 90 foot, which means everyone's checking everything all the time and moving very slowly, very cautiously, and very quietly. And so lots of the procedural elements, I think, don't make a huge amount of sense. So, you know, looking for traps, looking for secrets, looking for treasure. Of course you're doing all those things. You're only moving 90 foot a turn. 90 foot a turn. You go walk 90 foot or 30 meters and time how long it takes you, right? just casually walking. It won't take you 10 minutes, right? Anyway, I used to be able to run like 100 meters in, you know, less than significantly less than yeah, probably, I don't know, I can't remember how long it was. You know, average for my age and size, right? So, you know, not very quick, but you did it in like sub 30 seconds, right? But no, you're 90 foot. That's how far you're moving every turn. And turns 10 minutes. Right, let me stop rambling about that. Anyway, the thing that it says in the book is that let's check for random encounters, right? Let's map some of these out. 5, so that's clear. 5, that's clear. 5, that's clear. 4, that's clear. 5, that's clear. Oh, we're doing well. 4, that's clear. 2, that's clear. 5, clear. 6, clear. Oh, wow. 1. So we've got a wandering monster there. Oh, we've got a wandering monster there. Party's not going to enjoy that. And we've got nothing there. Okay, cool. The one thing this module's saying, if we take a look back at the module, is... And this again, right, so between turns 4 and 18, after parties enter the dungeon, goblin war parties may be encountered. After turn 18, only goblin scouts will be seen. The goblin chief wants the dungeon as a new layer. After turn 18, goblin parties are recalled as the chief thinks you're going to do the work for them. It's recommended that the party encounters at least one goblin scout and at least one goblin party. Goblin scouts flee as soon as they're seen. Goblin captain, goblin scouts, goblin war party. Have we got a wee thingy for goblin war parties? No. Right. Well, we're going to stick in a goblin war party for them, right? And a goblin scout on one of these because that's what the rulebook says to do. So that's what we're going to do. So we'll say here, goblin war party. Right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And we'll go here, scout. And we already know that we've got 2 encounters here, and we'll almost certainly still be on level 1 of the dungeon. So we may as well roll up what those encounters will be, so we can think about where we'll put them when we find them. So this is a D10 table. D8 table really, because 9 and 0 are goblin war party, and we've already put that in. So roll D8. Roll a D8. 8. Giant flies. 1d2. 1 giant fly. So this first one will be giant fly. So I kind of feel like we could probably encounter that anywhere. Giant fly. And the next one is... that's the wrong size of dice. The next one is... it's a giant fly again. It's boring. That's still a giant fly. 2. Spitting cobras. D4. May as well half this. 4 spitting cobras. That sucks. Spitting cobra. 4. 1 fly. Right? So that's kind of like the setup for the next 4 hours in the dungeon. If we don't get killed by something else horrible and unpleasant. So, torches go up. Light the torches. We're in a dungeon. Where is our crew? Here. Right. Torches. Well, as always, the wizards carry the torches. And these two aren't in the dungeon. So these are outside. Oh, you can't see. Outside. These are basically reinforcements, so I don't need to roll new characters if someone dies. Yeah. Anyway, so they're there. Torches, yeah. With wizards, torch. One day I'll have a rant about alignment. I reckon I can have a good rant about alignment. TLDR, alignment's rubbish for the most part. Particularly AD&D alignments, so like lawful good, lawful evil, chaotic good, chaotic rubbish, useless. I think that the conceptualization that you kind of halfway got in the early BX books, which was lawful is like the laws of an order of well, there's one faction in a battle, a cosmic battle for setting, and chaos is the other cosmic force. And that you align with one side or the other. Right, cool. Top bananas. We've lit some torches. Let's go. Which way do we think we're going to go? Right, so 1 to 3, 4 to 5, 1 to 2, 3 to 4, 5 to 6, right? 1 to 2, so we're going this way. So remember we move 9 squares a turn until we get to an obstacle. But first of all, this door, do we detect this door, right? It's a 1 or 2 we detect the door, otherwise we don't. 2, we do. We detect the secret door. So that's cool. There's a secret door here, goes Fifi boy. And we cautiously open the door into room 16. 16. Further to the back of the book, isn't it? Is this it? Yeah, 16. Oh, goodness. Right, so we open the thing. What's for Thief's armor class? Thief's armor class is 2. Hit dice 3 versus armor class 2. 14 or above. Ah, for goodness sakes. He gets hit by a crossbow bolt. Luckily, only doing 3 points of damage, but that could almost kill him. He is only a thief. Okay, takes it down to 2 hit points. That was a surprise. Right. There we were, thinking that it was going to be exciting and full of treasure. No, it's just got a crossbow bolt shooting at you. Right. When the secret door is opened, it was originally poisoned, but the poison has lost its potency. Well, that's good. Well, we searched the room, and there's nothing in here. So that's another turn gone. That, if I was a player, I'd be pretty cheesed off. But hey, I'm not. Okay. Let's... wow. Let us pick a new direction. So that's 2 turns. I'm just going to do this block, and then I'm going to show yous a game that I've got, but I've not done anything with yet. But I'm going to do something with it at some point, and then I'm going to go because I need the loo, and yeah, all that kind of thing. So next we're going to go. So 1 to 3 we go up, 4 to 6 we go down. 1 to 3 we go up. We listen at door number 17. Do we hear anything? 5. We don't. So we open up room 17. It's an octagonal room. I love that's quite good for a description for a room, right? So I always, yeah, don't worry about it. Octagonal room, 30 foot by 30 foot, corners chopped 10 foot. Doors in each of the north, south, east, and west walls, and a trap. Note the trap is at the center of the room. If the trap is activated, the skeletons in 20 will move into this room and attack any remaining character. Oh, that's exciting. Right. Well, I reckon that our chances to detect a trap, as noted, are good, right? Because, I mean, we're going through slowly. We're poking stuff with poles. We need a 7 or above. We get a 9. Right, so we find the trap. And we don't fall in, so that's good. But there are 3 doors. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. We open this door. We of course check it for any traps, do some listening, etc, etc. So if there is something that makes noise behind it, we've heard it, and if there's a trap, we found it. I think that's an 18, right? We can hear something in there, like a clackety-clacketing. Clackety-clacketing, and what are we going to do? I'd say 1 to 3 they'll leave it, 4 to 6 they'll do something about it. Bad decision, kids. Bad decision. That means let's just get rid of all this nonsense. You don't need you. I think I just got rid of the floor and not the. I did get rid of a bit of the floor. It's okay. The floor's back. Into the talespire. Hooray! We don't need a little fire. Okay, top bananas. We need a door. We don't need gold. We need a door. Door. No, it's not in here, is it? It's in here. Door. Give me a door. You'll do. Door. I mean, a bit of a wall, I suppose. Yeah. Just a bit of a wall. Wall. You'll do. Wall. Wall. That button. Yeah. Wall. 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 Bit more wall. Bit more wall. There we go. What's that noise? That's a weird noise. There we go. Cool. Top bananas. And of course that's kind of... What's that noise? Weird. Is it the game? Maybe. I should probably take this back wall out, because otherwise we can't see anything. Right, cool. So I think we already moaned about this yesterday, but we don't actually have any beetles. Beetle. No. No beetles. Yeah, so we're going to have to go to... What did we use last time? We used like a... we had a weird looking... Not crocodiles. Spiders, scorpions. We have to use something as a beetle. I'm very given how often that I end up fighting beetles, I would really appreciate there being a beetle model. I'd appreciate it a lot. What's that noise? Very weird. What do you think would be good? Monstrous? We got anything monstrous? Well, we used these before. Pretty sure these are actually rust demons. Donk. Right. And we can turn that off. We go in here and go, right, what we got? We have got in this room. Which room was it? Fire beetles. Fire beetles in the room. Fire beetles in the room. Three. We got three. And we got five. And we got five. We got four. We got three. And we got five. Like so, right? And of course we're already arrayed in our fighting position. So we got Fret, we got Brannick, and we got this one, Kalala, and we've got that, and we've got our lad, and then we got these folks all have their torches on. So yeah, torch. There we go. All our wee torches. I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, if you were gonna draw out the entire dungeon in this, it'd be probably pretty cool to be using the light effects and all the rest of it. Other monsters surprise. No. Who goes first? Where's my dice gone? There it is. Party goes first. Right. So we're going to let them move. And I mean, they're beetles, so they're going to just come in to attack. Fortunately, because we're clever, and the beetles are not clever, we have them trapped at this point, so we can gang up on them and they can't gang up on us. So this should, hopefully, just be a bit of a meat grinder. Make sure we add the beetles onto here. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo. Fire beetles. Fire beetles, fire beetles. We need fire beetles. And fire will feel like a one-hit dice monster, given how many hit points we've got. They might even be one-hit dice minus one. No, they're one-hit dice plus. Okay. Damage is 2d4. They are armor class 16. So that's like armor class 4, right? They've got 1 plus, so that means they're hitting for 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. At some point I've got to check these tables, because I think I got these tables out of the wrong book. But until then, these are the tables we got. I said about last time I was going to check these tables, but I didn't do it. So, you know, come back here. Someone keeps on moving my wee dice container. Don't know who it is. Who goes first? All right, we went first. We let them move forward. Now, attacks. So, armor class 4. That's it's a bit more of a challenge. So, going down the line, we got Brennick. Brennick will hit first. Brennick is looking for 12s. Gets it. Right. So, Brennick does 4 points of damage. Which kills it. Get out of here. Right. So, that's that turn done. They can't attack. Can they? I don't think they can. I think they do need to be. I do think they're a melee attack, right? Fire beetles, but the name suggests that it might be able to blow fire at me, which would be a problem. One bite. No. Good. This is good. So yeah, that fight's over. Next move, evens. We don't do evens. Players first. We're not going to move, so Beastie's going to come in. Party's going to murder it, is the objective before it gets to have an action. So again, 12s. 15, that's a hit. That's a 7, which will kill it. Good, get out of here. So they don't get to have an action next turn. And you might go, oh, that's cheesy. And you go, well, there's a lot of dungeon here, but needs a lot of fights. So every fight that goes our way is good times. So party goes first. Party's not moving. Bugs just trying desperately to get through the door to eat me. Again, Brennick, 12s. Hits. Nice. Brennick's on fire now. 4, 7. So that's definitely dead. Yeah. None of them can take 7 points of damage. They don't get an action. Next turn. 2. They get to go first. So this is going to go forward. Combat is going to attack threat. It needs a 16 or above. It gets a 6. Good times. Brennick misses. Threat needs 12s. Hits. She's also got a +3, so 7 kills it. Haha! That one thought its time had come. It thought every dog gets its day, and today's the day, and that was the dog, but it was not. All right, this one. Did I roll for moves? I don't know if I did. It goes first, so it moves. It can attack. It misses. Brennick misses. Threat. Hits. Good job. Good job, crew. Uh-oh, that's a 4. Oh, it kills it. Cool. They're dead. We should probably note off that we did that, and we've done another one, and we're going to search this room. Oh goodness, that's a black pudding. I want to commission a person at some point to make me a black pudding or an ooze model to upgrade from this model. You know, 'cause this is kind of, this is like the cheapest model you can buy. This is like £2, £3 this model off of Etsy. I'd much rather, I need to get one, but yeah, it's just difficult, right? And I think engaging someone for that kind of project would be difficult because it'll be really odd, right? It's not like straightforward because just how do you make it emotive? What do you want to go on, etc., etc., etc. So what's in this room? Among the refuse's treasure, 41 silver pieces, 28 gold pieces, and three platinum pieces and a pearl, worth 100 gold pieces. So let's make a note. New gold, new discoveries we found. 3 unknown dungeon, 3 platinum pieces, which we definitely take. A pearl worth 100 gold pieces, and we've got and we found 28 gold pieces. And 41 silver pieces. 41 silver pieces. And that kind of brings us to the end of the first hour of searching. So, no, it doesn't. No, we've still got 2 more rounds of searching. So, if we come back to our wee dungeon map, let's bring you back over here. Back to our dungeon map. We go 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 2. Open up room 19. Do we hear anything behind the door? No. So it'll be a surprise, whatever's back here. Room 19. Room 19 is... What have we got in room 19? Wow, a whole room that's a spear trap. Oh, the door to this room is tightly stuck. Okay. That's not treasure. So one of the guys with the big shoulders is going to have to open it. So we've got a 1 in 3 chance of opening it. 6, we don't open it the first time. Make a lot of noise. That's a turn. And then we need to rest. So we're going to rest. And we're going to wrap up the Morgansfort part of the day there. Right. Morgansfort, we're kind of done for the day. Everyone's had fun. We should be playing Traveller later. I've put in a slot for it, so we'll see. Now, what I wanted to show you was 1 second. I got this the other day delivered, so I backed it ages ago. Quiz for tabletop role-playing game. So it's kind of a Super Sentai game, as you can guess, around the theme of not fitting in. Character cards, I've not opened this yet. What's we got in here? Come along, open up. Open, you! Open! Come on. I've got no nails. After saying, oh, my nails were a bit long yesterday, I trimmed them, which of course means now I have no nails at all. And I can't open anything. But I can, you see, because... Here we go. Oh, and I figured out what the noise was. It's upstairs, clambering around like elephants. Clamber, clamber, clamber. Elephant, elephant, elephant. Clonk, 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 clonk. But hey ho. Come on, you. Here we go. Cards. Character cards. What are these going to be like? I don't know. I've not opened it yet. Tell you what it is. It's a nuisance to bloody open. Is what it is. Yeah. Come on, claws. Oh, that's because it hooks around like that. Pawns. All right, so you go this way around, right? Pawns. Giant beaver construct. Lucille. Richard Regency. Oh, I like it. All right, so that's their form. Well, there's only one maybe their name is monster. Giant beaver construct. Diamond droid. I presume that's a monster? No, that's Betty White. Snake construct. Giant beaver construct. Justin Beaver Diamond. Justin Beaver Diamond. A little old man. Oh, he's fabulous. Mama J. All right, I wonder which one is form. Marie Twinkie Camp. Wiley Teddy Woof. This one reminds me of a bit of Mondo from Gen 13 back in the time. Absolutely fabulous. Still absolutely fabulous. Harvey M. So that's cool. So those are character cards. And then, what else have we got in here? We got all kinds of stuff in here. I can promise you that. Okay. House. I don't know what this is for. I presume this is for your party. We got character cards for all the main characters. If you want to play the inbuilt characters, so that's cool. These are cool. I like them a lot. Twinkie Camp. Bio. Twinkie is a fun and enthusiastic, light-hearted, as their name suggests. A master of the art of rainbow. They use their magic to shatter ignorance and bring love to as many people as they can. They're prone to adopting anyone with potential, as Harvey was quick to learn. When not with a house, they live with their roommate Dorothy and spend their free time with the cafe owner and quiz matriarch, Mama J Rainbow. Twinkie is a bit of an enigma, even among the members of the house, as they don't discuss where they're from. Their past matters little to them. That's interesting. And again, Harvey M. Sentai Love. I want to be a hero just like in those shows. 7th color. Cool. Like it. So this is also based on a manga, right? Which I do believe I've got the first copy of in here. So these character cards are really cool. Wow. Awesome. So these are cool. I like. This is the manga. I've got to give it a read. I should probably leave it out, actually. Full color. Like it. Well, comic, manga. Either or. Doesn't really matter. Same thing. Tracking cards. I don't really know what these are for. But I tell you what I can do. I can open them. That's what I can do. Let's try and open them without wrecking the card. Would be nice. Again, it's a bonus with like, oh right, tight fit in plastic. Very good. Minimize plastic use wherever possible. But then being like, I can't open the buggers without wrecking the contents sometimes. Well, at least having to be very careful, and with my big club handy mess of a dexterity. No. Tell you one thing that is funny about Easter Sunday is that I'm pretty sure that everything is closed. Right? I mean, much like Christmas, it's like the one day of the year when everything is closed. So I kind of presume this is like each player gets one of these to track stuff. Probably. Not sure what. Nice dice. We like these dice. Quiz dice. And then books. Player guide. What do we got here? Quiz is a cinematic, Sentai-inspired action role-playing game that combines the joy and expression of a pride celebration of the colourful explosions of a classic superhero manga. You play as a superpowered hero in a team of queers fighting to save the world from ignorance. This book will guide you as you learn the game, from covering the basics while playing your first game to all the extra rules you can use to enhance flavour and gameplay depth. Get ready to dive into the campy, fabulous world of Issa's Queers manga with a narrative-driven, easy-to-learn game. What's this about? Oh, these are patrons. Okay, cool. These look like X cards. I wouldn't cut out these from here, I gotta say. It's a lovely glossy book. Really, really impressive. I mean, this is a great looking game. So it's a masks hack. So that's powered by the apocalypse. So I approve. Team Talk your character portfolio. So this is where one thing that I'm interested in, and I'm pretty sure it is, right? How to roleplay your house, your character folios. Character growth, house time. Page 18. Your character folios. Your character name, summary of the rules. So this is kind of like using the thingies. I don't know if there's your character's motivations, making hard choices, your power tags, stars and bars, character growths. House themes. Using house themes is an option should you choose to use it. Place the house theme card in the center of the table. Statuses, playing through a conflict. Team ups, so it's kind of like a whole team power action moves where you'll get together and make exciting hand gestures together to power up your character or your party. The MC guide. Okay, right. So this is probably creator guide. What's this? Yeah. All right, okay. Creating your queer's character, page 26. So it does have rules for making your own character from scratch, right? Except I kind of presume it would be pretty. It's far more involved than a lot of a character creation, right? So rapid step 1. Choose your character's signature. Every queer's character has a signature theme which describes your personal power and connection to a rainbow empathy manifest. It also defines your runway. Examples: aquatic thrill seeker, drag lightning rider, elegant gothic guardian. I love it. Rapid step 2. Decide theme balance. All queer's characters have at least one rainbow theme with their signature. You can decide what it is. So 1 rainbow, your signature, and 3 realness themes. 2 rainbow themes, 2 realness themes. 3 rainbow themes and 1 realness theme. So that's something. So yeah, there are rules for creating your own characters from scratch. That are, of course, very emotive. Picking themes, theme improvements. So yeah, this is cool. I mean, this is one that I don't think I'd want to run solo, but I'd love to run it with a party. I think this would be endless fun. I think it would be complicated. I think it might be difficult. But I think as long as you if you focus on it, like, you know, it's Super Sentai, right? So there's going to be moments where you're where things are challenged, but by and large, it's a bit lighthearted. So yeah, so that's that. That's quiz. So I mean, excited. I'll probably cut this off in its own little video bit to talk about, or I might talk about it separately at some point in the future. But yeah, I think it's cool. I love the art is great. The bits and pieces that you get are really cool. I like the fact that you get the Wii comic, the graphic novel. So yeah, it's all pretty cool. So A, I'd recommend picking it up, and B, yeah, one day I'll find someone to play it with, and it'll be great. Well, a group of people to play it with, and it'll be great. It'll be a lot of fun. I recommend. So yeah, there we go. One of the reasons why I wrapped up Morgansfort where I did is I know one of the rooms coming up has 20 skeletons in it, and that'd be quite a fight. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up now. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you've all had fun and enjoy your Sunday, whatever kind of Sunday you intend on having. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Traveller later, I think. I might play Star Trek instead, but we'll see. We'll know when we get there, won't we? So, thank you very much. I hope you have fun.